Did you know that fall is another word used for autumn? Hello and welcome to A Moment with TSI, the podcast created for you to get the language immersion you need to improve your vocabulary and your skills. In this episode, we are going to dive into the cozy and colorful world of autumn. Did you know that fall is another word used for autumn? Yes, the verb fall is mainly used in North America to refer to the season of autumn. This is to make reference to the leaves falling from the trees. Now, speaking about leaves. As the leaves change from green to vibrant reds, oranges, and yellows, autumn paints a picturesque landscape. Autumn is a season filled with unique activities, holidays, and traditions. So, let's start by exploring some key vocabulary and phrases related to this beautiful time of the year. The first word I want to introduce to you is foliage. This word refers to the leaves of a plant, especially those on the trees in autumn when they change color. For example, the foliage in the park is stunning in the fall. Notice that I'm using fall instead of autumn. That's just an example of how this word is also used. Let's move to the number 2 word, harvest. Autumn is the season of harvest when farmers gather their crops. This is when they go to the fields and get the food that they planted. You might hear phrases like harvest season or harvest festival. Next, we have pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is a popular flavor associated with autumn. You can find pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin pie, and other treats during this time. Number 4 is cozy. Autumn is often described as cozy because of the cooler weather. People enjoy snuggling up with a warm blanket, a good book, or a cup of hot cocoa. The next word is leaf peeping. Leaf peeping is a fun phrase that means going out to look at and admire the beautiful fall foliage. Yes, I'm using fall again. Now, when using leaf peeping, you can say something like, I love going leaf peeping in the mountains, which means you love going to the mountains to admire the fall or the autumn foliage. Let's move now to an idiom. Remember, an idiom is a colloquial expression commonly used by native speakers. So, the idiom I bring you is turn over a new leaf. Turn over a new leaf means to make a fresh start or to change for the better. For example, I used to procrastinate a lot, which means postpone or leave things for later, but I've decided to turn over a new leaf and become more organized. As you can see, turn over a new leaf means that I have decided to change for the better and stop procrastinating. Moving now to autumn traditions, we have to say that one of the most famous traditions in autumn is, of course, Halloween. Halloween is celebrated on October 31st. During Halloween, people dress up in costumes, carve pumpkins, and go trick-or-treating for candy. Now, speaking of trick-or-treating, this is the activity when children go door to door in their costumes, saying, trick or treat, Halloween, and receiving candy from their neighbors. This is a tradition kids love during Halloween, and for obvious reasons. Now, speaking about autumn foods, autumn is also known for offering delicious foods. During autumn, you can find things like pumpkin pie, apple cider, and of course, turkey, which is mainly eaten during Thanksgiving. Speaking of Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving is a holiday celebrated in the United States and Canada in November, more specifically the last Thursday of November. It's a time for families to come together, give thanks, and enjoy a feast that often includes the turkey with stuffing and pumpkin pie. Well, that's all for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed learning about autumn and of course expanding your English vocabulary. Don't forget to subscribe and join us as we come with a new episode every Tuesday. Until then, stay cozy and keep learning. Until the next one.